Hey guys, what's up? It's Apollo, and we are about to start a new adventure. This is my very first upload of Call of Warhammer, which is a very awesome mod for Medieval 2 Total War. Now, most of you guys already know there's a new Total War title coming out in a couple months, Total War Warhammer, and we're all pretty antsy for it, so hopefully this will ease our anticipation for the new Total War title, and I will be uploading a lot of replays from this mod because I had a blast playing. It's so much fun. There's so many crazy units, and I will, of course, will be doing subscriber battle replays, so please send me your replays. I cannot wait to watch them. And if you're having a difficult time downloading this mod, there's a great tutorial by Jackie Fish. There's a link in the description. It's really simple. Just download it, you're good to go, and you're gonna play some epic battles. So yeah, this is a 3-player free-for-all, and just I want to warn you guys, I don't know much of the lore of Warhammer. That's going to change very soon. I'm going to start doing some research. Feel free in the comment section if you want to write about some lore, the lore of a unit, the lore of a faction. Be my guest right away because I would love to read that kind of stuff. So let us begin with this very cool free-for-all. This is scored resolution, so it's all about getting those kills, and I am leading the Orcs and Goblins into battle in such a cool I mean, look at these guys. These are the Black Orc Destroyers. What a name! And look at the armor. This mod is just fantastic. Very detailed, very authentic to the Warhammer universe. So let's start with the skirmishers. I've got 2 catapults, and look at the goblin face. Look at that. Two artillery, because I'm building an army that I just want to destroy everyone. So yeah, 2 pieces there. I've got about 5 units of orc boys. These are going to be like the guys that are going to charge in first, absorb some archers, and try to, you know, use them as a meat shield a little bit. And then over here, I've got some black orcs, which is just the standard black orcs. They are dual wielding. That is really cool, and all the weapons are a little bit different, like an axe and a mace and a warhammer. Very nice. And then of course I showed these guys earlier, the Black Orc Destroyers. Oh man, what a name. And then back here I have some orc boys, or orc boar boys. That's kind of tricky to say. So I've got a couple units of light cav. The cav for the orcs are not that good. Here's some savage orc boys. So very, very awesome. And of course, I have a giant over here. You cannot go without some giants when you are controlling the orcs and goblins, or commanding them. And then I also have some stone trolls, which look really cool. So I can't wait to try them out. I mean, it looks so good. Look at that. The model just looks fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the other opponents here. We have Jackie Fish commanding the High Elves, and he's got some Sea Guard, which is a very nasty unit because they're very versatile. They have shields, and they have like these giant spears, and they're a bow unit. So what they do is they fire, and then once the enemy gets close, they change their weapons and take out the spears. So it's very, very nasty. And then he's got some just standard high elf spears. He's got the Phoenix Guard, which have really cool uniforms. Very fancy. It's like a halberd unit. And he's got some Sword Masters of Hoeth, I think is how you pronounce it. They look nice. Their armor kind of makes them look like cone heads. You ever see that movie? Very funny movie. And then he's got some White Lions, which have these nice like lion head dresses over here. Look at that. Look at the axe. That is awesome. And then he has some Silver Helms, and he has some Dragon Princes of Calidor, I think is how you pronounce it. And he also has a ballista over here, but it's called a Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, so aka Ballista. And I think that's pretty much his army. The next army that we're going to look at is Sylvania, which is like an undead faction. These guys are so cool. He's got some zombies in the front lines. Look at that. Look how gross. They are light infantry. They're pretty garbage. I think he's just using them as a meat shield, which makes sense. They're zombies. And we have some skeleton archers over here for a skirmishing force. He's got some Drakenhof Guard, I think is how you pronounce it. It's like a 2-handed giant sword unit, long sword unit. And then he has some Grave Guard. Look at the detail in this unit. You see the skeleton right here, and he's got his like his armor there. That is so cool. This mod is just fantastic. So a lot of Graveguard, and then he has the Blood Dragons. These guys are so nasty. They are really, really good. I think they're vampires. If you kind of look at their face, they've got some fangs there, and they look a little pale. Classic vampire. And then he has 3 units of Blood Dragon Knights. So this is just the mounted version. Here's the general. Look at this. I want to suck your blood. That's awesome. And for artillery, he has the Screaming Skull Catapult. This catapult's so good at breaking morale. And he has 2 units of Dire Wolves, which, again, they're like vampire wolves. Look at that fang right there. So cool. Let us begin the battle, guys. Are you ready for this? Here we go. So, as the orcs and goblins, I just wanted to destroy things and kill things. That was my goal. So I sent up the catapults first. Try to get them in range. I am in range of the elven bows, so I need to march quickly. And there goes my orc boys. So I'm sending them up first to try to absorb that ammo. Here we go. Here comes the first volley. I think I actually miss everything. Yeah, look at that. Misses right over their heads. Oh, actually, that one got a hit. So there we go. We got some kills. And also, we have some elves focusing down these wolves over here and the cav. So look at this horde of goblins and orcs march down. Eager for blood, eager for war. It's been way too long. They're getting antsy, just like our anticipation of the new Warhammer game. This is us. This is us right here. We're angry orcs. And we want it now. So we will charge aggressively. So I was pretty glad that I brought these cheaper orc boys, because I don't want my elite black orcs to get banged up. So here we go. They're charging forward. And Jackiefish is kind of in the middle of this fight, which isn't terrible because it is scored resolution. So it's all about getting the kill. So even if he gets double teamed here, it probably is in his favor to get double teamed. But my artillery, oh, look at that. You hear that? That's the Screaming Skull Catapult getting some great kills. But look at this army. And then unfortunately, I did not protect him well enough, and he has some cav crashing down into my poor black orcs. Jeez. That was pretty nasty, but I'm going to try to get them stuck in melee. And here we go. They're going to collide with the elves over here. And my orc boys have already brought the fight to the Sea Guard, which is going to be a very tough fight. And then we got some white lions engaged. Over on the other front, Jackiefish is preparing some troops. We've got some dire wolves going after the ballista and also flanking around. So here they come. It's so cool when the Sylvanian infantry charge in. They do this like vicious, deadly scream. And then I've got some troops over here waiting in reserve. I'm going to use this force to kind of attack Sylvania. And there we go. I'm kind of harassing them with my catapult. I want to see this skull catapult fire. It's ridiculous, guys. It is absolutely ridiculous. Are they going to fire? I think he's just waiting. But let's head back over here to look at this front line. My orcs are having a pretty tough time. And this is where I actually send over some boars to deal with his cav. Oh my god, this is where I learned that boars are terrible. They are absolutely terrible. And they are getting wrecked by these dragon princes. Did you hear that? That noise? That is bizarre. A lot of different creatures screaming and yelling and gargling up blood. The orc boy's now focusing on his flank here. I'm going after this Eagle Claw bolt thrower, so I should be able to break through in a matter of time, and I really need to flank around his troops because he's doing a great job holding against my orcs. Come on, you are the black orcs. This is the time to shine. Okay, so now I'm charging into the Sylvanian troops. Sylvania. I'm pretty sure there's a country called Sylvania. Sylvania. And there goes my giants, guys. Here they are. They're crushing some skeletons, some zombies. Be hungry for blood. There we go. Get in there, giants. Also, I have my stone trolls somewhere. My poor black orcs here are getting just crushed by these blood dragons. I had nothing against the heavy cav. I was hopeless. Here's my stone trolls fighting off the blood dragons. That is so awesome. And I wanted to silence this catapult over here because it was just breaking everyone's forces. So I was like, no, I'm going to go destroy it with my giants. So that's where they're on. They're on a mission right here. They are getting hit by arrows, but not a big deal. Oh, there we go. Come on, keep pushing, giants. They can absorb some fire there, some archer fire. But look at this brutal front line, and we are starting to push through a little bit. But his cav is going to go ham on my troops because he did slaughter my cav units. And also, if we look at where my catapults are located, the Bloodborne over here, the Blood Dragons, are going for my general. My general is in this Savage Boar unit, which is not good because remember, oh, there goes my general. Dead to the damn vampire losers. So yeah, that's not looking good for my catapult. Which, oh, there is his general. Look at him. It's like, I hate orc blood, but I still want to suck your blood. And then I'm down to this catapult, and what I'm doing is just trying to fire point blank, but it's not really working. Come on, orcs. You can do this. What was that? What was that? That wasn't good. Oh, you guys are done. You wasted your time. So here's the rest of my orcs doing battle against some zombies and some Drakenhof guard. Oh, someone's wrecking an orc over here. Look at it, he's like, no. More skeletons moving around the flank. My giants over here are just wrecking this artillery. Actually, they just defeated it, so they're gonna come back to this battle. And my orcs are still hanging on over on this side against his white lions. But he's got me surrounded here. If you look in the back, there's some elves. And I was so limited. I had nothing against that heavy cav. So I think I shouldn't bring the boars because the boars are so weak. Maybe getting 1 or 2 units. I think what I need to do is get a halberd unit or like a spear unit to protect my flank against the heavy cav. There we go. My men are breaking. If you look in the back there. I love that flag there. Oh, there we go. There's the chain route. Come on, you are orcs. You should fight with honor. Or not honor, but you should fight to the bitter end is what I'm trying to say. So now the battle is coming down to the High Elves and the undead. Look at that unit's so white. At first glance, they kind of look like the KKK. But yeah, they're holding off some blood dragons, a very tough unit to hold off. And here we go. My giants are about to join the battle, and this is pretty epic right here. And this is pretty much what I'm down to. I'm just down to my giants. I should have brought more giants, honestly. Oh my god! Oh, just ripping through them. What are they going for now? Oh, just charging through. I think they're considered cav, actually, in this game. That is so cool. That looks so awesome. I'm just gonna be following around these giants because they look so amazing. If you guys don't mind. And I was kind of targeting for the undead because it seemed like he was kind of winning the battle, so I wanted to take out his troops. But look at this battle. In the background, you got the giants running around. This is amazing. This mod was so much fun. Look at him go. He's just going ham. Just going ham. I love it. The elves fighting to the last man, or last elf, I should say. Oh, my giants are kicking some skulls. All right, so let's get a bird's eye view of this situation. We do have some skeleton archers over here. I do have one stone troll, who's harassing the archers because I didn't want him to die, and I was like, well, this is a good way to get kills. So we will try to get as many kills on these skeletons as much as possible. I like how some of the skeletons have an arrow going through their skulls. That is amazing. And the sound effects for the club hit. Oh, I think one of my giants died. That's not good. Good night, sweet prince, wherever you are. Somewhere dead amongst the blood dragons. Oh, we got some high elves breaking from the fight. Even though he's got these blood dragons surrounded. That's great. Doing the good old kick. The karate chop. But these blood dragons are so nasty. They're so OP, and they're doing a really good job of cutting down the what are they called? The High Elf spears and the sword masters. Oh, here comes the white lions. Whoa! There goes some blood dragons flying there. Yeah, kick 'em, boy. Kick 'em. Pretty epic fight here. Love it. Oh man, this giant. It looks so good. The modeling looks so good. And this makes me want to play Warhammer so bad. The new Warhammer is so bad. I'm really excited to see how that game's going to turn out. We also have more little pockets of fighting over here. The High Elves taking on, again, more blood dragons. A lot of blood dragons. And we got a unit of Grave Guard just kind of waiting around. Waiting for the perfect moment to strike. It's got some mounted blood dragons, blood dragon knights. Looks like there's a little bit of a fight over here. Shadow Warriors, which is a nice archer unit. I didn't see them in the beginning, probably because they're Shadow Warriors and they're like hidden or something. They're hiding in the shadows, even though there's really not a lot of shadows over here. But you know, they can probably hide easily in the terrain. But they're doing pretty well keeping back these blood dragon knights. But let's head back over here. By the way, guys, if you notice, there's an entire army over here. This was originally another player, but he lagged out, so we just made this a 3-player free-for-all, which is kind of tragic because this would have been pretty amazing if 4 players just charged into the center. And my giants have been slain. This is where I charge in my 1 stone troll, try to get some kills. But he is getting wrecked over here. Just can't go toe-to-toe with the blood dragons. Look at this. Look at the helmets. They got little dragons on their heads. That's cute. And then my stone troll has a little piercing there. He's into that kind of thing, you know? He likes pierces. Oh, piercings. Pierces. There we go. You hear that sound effect? Like a club hitting him. That's great. That is great. Yeah, so my army did nothing against these guys. I think next time I'll get less boars. Oh, and there goes the general. He was fighting like the whole time. That High Elf general, he was fighting since the very beginning, and he just now died, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, I think this is going to be a victory here. At least if you're looking at it from last man standing, Sylvania is going to take the victory. Sylvania or Slovenia? I think Slovenia is a country. Slovenia is the faction. I'm gonna get them mixed up so many times. It's gonna be awful. But we do have some sword masters over here taking on these archers. They look really cool. It looks like they have new animations. Look at that. I've never seen an animation like that. Maybe I'm just crazy. I love when you hit the skeletons and blood sprays up. It's like, what? What? Is there blood in those bones? And let's see, what else do we have here? I think it's all coming down here. Yes, the High Elves getting cut down. We have an epic stand from the Phoenix Guard. Phoenix, very good band, if you've ever heard of them. They are a French band. And he's got this little last stand of the Shadow Warriors taking on the Blood Dragon Knights. And the Knights are just wailing away, trying to kill these men who have very nice ponytails. And this is where I admit defeat, because my forces are pretty much dead. A lot of them died here. If you look at their poor bodies, oh, a lot of boars died. A lot of orcs and goblins. It was a tragic, tragic fight for my orc and goblin side. I definitely want to try the orcs and goblins again sometime, just to like get better at them, because they're so cool looking. Even though they're not as good as these other factions like the elves and dark elves and whatnot, there's something about those orcs. It might be my first faction I play in the new Total War Warhammer game. I don't know why, but I really like those greenskins. I got a thing for green skin. You know what I mean? I don't. Let's move on. But yeah, there's a little bit of a showdown here. Shadow Warriors, it looks like, yes, they're going to actually destroy this unit. And the battle here does simmer down a little bit, so we're going to fast forward. Because that player over here did not leave or lagged out, technically we have to destroy his army now. But that's what this Sylvania player is doing. He's moving over his skeleton archers, try to skirmish him a little bit, get a couple extra kills, which is whatever, you know, it's fine. It wasn't like this match was competitive or anything. But so here we go. We got a this is so cool. I gotta show you this, guys. Gotta show you this. Nope. Slow. Here we go. Look at this charge. Just destroying this unit in one epic charge. And there's like one guy left and he's breaking. He's like, to the shadows. To the shadows, men. Oh, it's the general. He's like, no. I am the shadow. You think Shadow is your friend? Alright, so yeah, there's a little bit of fighting here. It's just a small skirmish. What we're gonna do is actually, oh, there we go. We're gonna look at some of these units just because. This is the Grand Principality of Reichlin, and he has some Thunderers over here. So these are like some mercenary dwarves. He's got some dismounted Reichsguard. They look pretty cool. Oh man, those guns, they do sound like thunder. So he's got mostly that for infantry. He's got some halberds over here. And here's his mortar, the Empire mortar. And this is obviously an Empire army. And he's got the Knights of the White Wolf. These guys look amazing. They have like giant war hammers over here. Very cool. And he has more cav over here. This is the Reichsguard Knights. So that's his army, and this pretty much ends. We all admit defeat, and then we have to wait for the armies to run off the map. So what I'm going to do is just cut it here, guys, and I'll show you the results. Okay, guys, so here we are with the end results, and yeah, my army doing pretty bad. Almost as bad as, okay, not almost as bad, but I was going to say they almost did as bad as the army that was just standing there. They still got 144 kills, killing off the remaining of Bob Ross's army. But yeah, I got 725, not exactly my best battle here, but I have a lot to learn about these orcs and goblins, and hopefully next time I use them, I do a little bit better. Jackie Fish commanding the High Elves, getting 2,124 kills, and then Sylvania getting 1,468. He did actually win this battle because I guess his kills were there's more value in his kills. Second place was Jackie Fish, and of course I was in third place. If we look at the stats here, it's kind of hard to see, but let's see who got the most kills. Actually, one of my orc boys getting 112. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Let's see, 79. How many kills did my giants get? Wait. Oh, 122. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing, guys. I was looking at, okay, yeah, wrong column there. Giants got 122. Let's see, someone got a 204. One of my black orc destroyers, which is pretty solid. So yeah, a lot. Wow, my boars got like 4, 1, 0 kills. That is terrible. So I hope you guys enjoy this little battle replay here, and hopefully you guys will want to see more. I have a couple more battle replays to show you guys in the near future. And of course, download this mod, play it with your friends. It's really simple. It does crash every once in a while, so be prepared for that. Maybe you need to save your armies before you play the game. But send me some replays, maybe some siege battles, whatever. There's a lot of crazy units in this. It's hilarious, it's great, and a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.